Welcome to We Talk English. My name is Kashish, and it's an honor to stand before you today. I've spent many years immersing myself in the English language, and I'm excited to share with you the intricate journey of mastering and remembering words. This journey, filled with diverse experiences and profound insights, has not only enhanced my command of the language, but also deepened my appreciation for its nuances. I hope my story will offer you valuable strategies and inspiration for your own language learning endeavors. My journey began in the classroom, where the seeds of my vocabulary were first sown. I vividly remember sitting in Mrs. Sharma's English class, a place where language came alive with every lesson. Mrs. Sharma had a reputation for her meticulous and rigorous teaching style. One particular day, she introduced us to the word perplexed. With a sense of gravitas, she wrote the word on the blackboard, emphasizing its importance. This word describes a state of confusion and bewilderment, she explained. It is essential that you understand and remember it. Her insistence made it clear that mastering vocabulary required more than just rote memorization. It demanded a deep comprehension of its usage and context. Determined to meet her expectations, I embarked on a mission to make vocabulary acquisition an integral part of my learning process. I created a comprehensive vocabulary journal, meticulously recording each new word, its definition, pronunciation, and various contextual sentences. For the word perplexed, my entry read, "The convoluted instructions left me feeling utterly perplexed and disoriented." This journal became a cornerstone of my studies, a personal repository of words and their meanings. I made it a habit to review this journal regularly, using it to reinforce and expand my vocabulary. As I advanced in my education, I encountered Mr. Kapoor, our literature teacher. Mr. Kapoor's approach was both engaging and enlightening. During a particularly memorable lesson on Shakespeare, he used the word melancholy to describe a character's profound sorrow. Melancholy, he explained, is more than just sadness. It's a deep-seated and enduring sense of sorrow. Mr. Kapoor then challenged us to use the word to describe our own experiences. I reflected on a particularly gloomy day when I felt a deep sense of melancholy. Articulating my emotions through this word made it more relatable and easier to remember. This exercise demonstrated how words can capture complex feelings, enhancing our ability to express ourselves with precision. Real-life encounters soon provided additional dimensions to my understanding of vocabulary. One memorable experience occurred during a lengthy train journey. I found myself seated next to an elderly English gentleman. As we engaged in conversation, he mentioned being in the throes of a difficult situation regarding his travel plans. Although I had come across this phrase in my studies, hearing it used authentically in conversation added depth to my understanding. I listened attentively and engaged in a thoughtful dialogue, which helped me grasp the phrase's nuances. This real-world application of vocabulary highlighted that language learning is most effective when immersed in practical contexts. Another significant moment occurred during a vibrant shopping trip at a bustling market with a native English-speaking friend. We were exploring an array of gourmet cheeses when my friend described the selection as a smorgasbord of options. The term smorgasbord was familiar from my readings, but experiencing it in a lively context and discussing its origins and usage reinforced its meaning. This interaction not only solidified my understanding, but also connected the word to a cultural context, making it easier to recall and use in future conversations. These experiences inspired me to develop several strategies for remembering words. Contextual learning became a key component of my approach. Rather than merely memorizing definitions, I focused on using new words in varied sentences and scenarios. For instance, I practiced incorporating serendipity into my conversations by linking it to a fortuitous meeting with an old friend in a quaint bookstore. Associating words with personal experiences or emotions made them more vivid and memorable. By creating these connections, I was able to internalize the words more effectively. Regular review was another crucial strategy. I established a routine of revisiting my vocabulary journal weekly, using flashcards and quizzes to test my knowledge. This active engagement with the material kept the words fresh in my mind. Additionally, I found that teaching someone else the words I had learned was particularly beneficial. For example, explaining the nuances of the word ephemeral to a friend not only reinforced my understanding, but also provided a fresh perspective on its application. Engaging in conversations played a vital role in practical application. Whether it was a casual chat with friends or a formal discussion, actively using new words helped cement them in my memory. I learned to embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. For instance, during a discussion on contemporary art, I initially misused the term avant-garde. However, feedback from others helped me understand its correct usage and context, reinforcing my learning and improving my ability to use it accurately. Reading extensively provided another avenue for expanding my vocabulary. Every novel, article, or blog exposed me to new words and varied contexts. This broad reading base was instrumental in reinforcing my understanding and usage of vocabulary. I discovered that creating a word map, a visual representation with a central word and branches to related terms, synonyms, antonyms, and example sentences, was particularly effective for visual learners like me. This method allowed me to visualize connections between words and concepts, facilitating a deeper comprehension of their meanings and uses. Reflecting on my journey, I realized that mastering a language is not solely about accumulating words. It's about enriching one's ability to articulate thoughts and connect with others on a profound level. One particularly fulfilling experience was volunteering at a community center where I helped immigrants improve their English. Witnessing their progress and the joy they felt when successfully using a new word or phrase was incredibly rewarding. It reinforced my belief that language learning is not just a personal achievement, but a means of bridging gaps and fostering understanding. Another significant moment in my journey occurred during a high-stakes business conference. I was part of a panel discussion on international communication and had to use a variety of sophisticated terms like nuanced, diplomatic, and ambiguous to convey my points effectively. Preparing for this discussion required me to delve deeply into the precise meanings and appropriate contexts for these words. The experience not only tested my vocabulary skills, but also underscored the importance of using the right word in the right context to ensure clear and effective communication. Additionally, attending cultural events and workshops enriched my vocabulary further. I recall attending a poetry reading where I encountered words like eloquence and rhapsody. The vivid imagery and emotional resonance of the poetry helped me understand these terms in a new light. Engaging with different forms of art and expression expanded my vocabulary in ways that traditional study methods could not. It showed me how words can evoke powerful emotions and create vivid mental images. Perseverance has been a crucial element of my journey. There were moments of frustration and self-doubt, but each challenge presented an opportunity for growth. For example, while preparing for a major exam, I struggled with complex academic vocabulary. The process was daunting, but breaking down the words into manageable parts and repeatedly practicing their usage helped me overcome these obstacles. Each new word learned became a step toward a richer, more nuanced understanding of the language. In my ongoing journey, I've also found that integrating technology can be highly beneficial. There are numerous language learning apps and online resources designed to enhance vocabulary retention. For instance, using spaced repetition systems, SRS, to review vocabulary at increasing intervals has proven to be an effective method. These tools allow me to track my progress and adjust my learning strategies based on my performance. Moreover, participating in language exchange programs and conversation clubs has provided valuable opportunities for practical application. Engaging with native speakers and language learners from diverse backgrounds has exposed me to a wide range of vocabulary and idiomatic expressions. These interactions have been instrumental in refining my language skills and expanding my vocabulary. Another valuable strategy I've employed is the practice of creative writing. By writing short stories, essays, and even poetry, I've had the chance to experiment with new words and phrases in context. This creative exercise not only reinforces my understanding of vocabulary, but also allows me to explore different writing styles and genres. In conclusion, the art of remembering words is a multifaceted journey of continuous exploration and discovery. From the structured environment of the classroom to spontaneous real-life interactions, every experience contributes to a broader understanding and connection with the world. By embracing a variety of strategies, whether through contextual learning, regular review, engaging conversations, extensive reading, or creative writing, we can enhance our vocabulary and enrich our ability to communicate effectively. I encourage all of you to embrace these strategies and experiences in your own language learning paths. Every new word is not merely an entry in a dictionary, but a bridge to better understanding and meaningful communication. Thank you for joining me today. May your own journeys in language learning be as enriching and fulfilling as mine has been.